So, you're a performance junkie. You like a firm, stable highway ride, but you want to be able to dominate the toughest trails. We've got you covered. The 3.1 Piggyback is set for more of a sports feel. Falcon Shock's reservoir mounting just looks cool. The front Piggyback design has been used in other industries. No other manufacturer has taken the time and resources necessary to create a vehicle-specific shock. Falcon shocks are so specialized, they're actually corner-specific. Not just a shock that fits a Jeep, but one that's designed and built specifically for the Wrangler. By including the reservoir in a Piggyback design, the shock-to-reservoir ease of oil transfer is dramatically increased, 6 times more flow. Currently, most reservoir shocks use a small high-pressure line that's often associated with breakage and leak potential, not to mention the very restrictive oil passage. This is important when tuning a shock. The entire Falcon shock line uses an oversized 2¼ inch aluminum heat-dissipating shock body that has been hard anodized against damage and corrosion. Simply put, the 3/4 inch shaft prevents shaft buckling and displaces more oil that needs to travel into the reservoir during shock compression. That increased oil flow would be a problem for most shock designs, but Falcon Shock's Piggyback reservoir turns the added overflow into an advantage. Better, more precise tuning will give you a better ride. All of the same oil transfer benefits of the front shocks apply to the rear. The most sensitive to damage part of a shock is the shaft. One little nick and that seal will be cut and the shock is junk. Moving the exposed shaft to the top has a couple of benefits. Number one, it reduces the risk of damage, and then there's fitment. No more reservoirs worn through by the track bar bracket, no more hoses being snagged by the sway bar link, and then there's the performance benefits. What if I hit it on a rock, you might ask? Well, the rear shock is mounted closer to the tire by using the original shock mount, but positioning the shock so that it's mounted on the outside edge of the factory mount instead of in the original shock position. We're all Jeepers. We tend to drag things on rocks and break things. For this reason, the housing that joins the reservoir and shock body is designed to take a hit. The casting is not only thick, but hard. You probably noticed how the shock body moved out of the way as it contacted the rock. That's by design. We will have an additional tight to the shock skid plate available for those requiring additional protection. Larger shock bodies can hit the frame and the shock tower on the front. The solution is an offset upper stud design. That's right, no more frame clearance issues, even with the increased physical size. Falcon shocks are a direct fold-out. This design allows the Falcon shock to have the largest shock body available without vehicle modifications. When you demand full-on performance, the little lady wants a comfortable ride, the 3.3 Series has you covered. One of the great features about the 3.1 Piggyback is that it can be easily upgraded to the full-on 3.3 fully adjustable shock. While providing a remarkably comfortable trail and road experience, a quick twist of the knob and you're driving a bring-it-on performance machine. There are other adjustable shocks on the market, but none that allow for fast, easy preset tuning, as well as a personalized setting. It doesn't matter if you're a street commuter or a hardcore rock crawler. There's a setting for each one. You can do them all in 30 seconds. Performance on and off the trail is now a reality.